Are you serious?
Hello, this is How to Kill an Hour. My name is Marcus Bronzy.
I'm Sean.
This is the show where Sean and I go on the internet and we look at things, bring them to you. We laugh at them. Those are called jokes. We look at things, we bring them to you. We talk to you about them. Those are called lists. We look at stories in this news area of the internet, bring them to you and tell you about them as well. News of the week. We do all of that. Plus we tell you how we've killed some time, which is our kill a bit. In it?
Of the week.
Of the week as well.
Week.
And we also have an off the week jingle that we like to use a lot as well, man. So without further ado, Sean, let's step into the show. But before we do any of our jokes or anything like that, we've had some nice feedback from our lovely listeners this week. And I just want to say, you can join me on the shouts out, Sean. I think there are someone in script as well. I'll start off with hello to Coffee Foffy on IG, who said, thank you for your awesome and fun posts. I watch them every day and I laugh so hard. I appreciate what you guys are doing. Sometimes this is the only laughter I get in the day and it makes a world of difference to me. God bless and warmest thanks from North Carolina.
Oh, how sweet, man.
Yeah.
I like
nice.
Coffee Foffy. That's a cool name as well.
Coffee Foffy?
Yeah, it's got a good ring to it. Vicky Simmons on IG. I love all of your stuff so far. They give me some good chuckles. Thanks, we'll need them. You definitely make my day.
Yeah, we do need them in the world like this, mate. Trust me. Eddie Spooner as well. I enjoy watching. I love the jokes. Y'all keep up the work. I don't watch podcasts though. Thanks to everyone. All right, at least he kept it real.
Yeah, look,
he's like that. Yeah, I like it, but you see the podcast thing? Nah. So you probably won't hear this shout out anyway. Anyway, look, like I said, we go on the internet and we look for stuff, including some jokes. It's time to hit up our jokes
of the week.
Now, Sean, I've added an extra one in here. It's so bad, it's good. We have to do it because of the way the world is right now. So, Sean, I apologise.
What's happening?
My mum asked if I was getting tickets for the new Oasis reunion. I said, maybe.
Should have seen that coming. Jesus.
Yeah, I know, man, bruv. You know, but I've done it now, so let's move forward. Let's not look back in anger. Do you get me? Oh, okay. I know, bruv.
All right.
So now we can start properly.
I'm gonna start with a really bad one as well.
All right, cool.
I was on a plane and the flight attendant asked me if I would care for orange juice. I told her only if it needed me to. The baseline was low, innit? I just carried it on.
The thing is, it took me a while. I was like, what? Oh my God. It's good though. I like it. Okay, right. This should be better, Sean.
Okay.
A woman brought a very limp duck into a veterinary surgeon's. As she laid her pet on the table, the vet pulled out his stethoscope and listened to the bird's chest. After a moment or two, the vet shook his head and said, I'm sorry, your duck cuddles. He's passed away. The distressed woman wailed, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure, said the vet. Your duck is definitely dead. How can you be so sure? She protested. I mean, you haven't done any testing on him or anything. He might just be in a coma or something. The vet rolled his eyes, turned around and left the room. A few minutes later, he came back with a healthy-looking black Labrador retriever. As the duck owner looked on in amazement, the duck stood on its hind legs, put its paws on the examination table, sniffed the duck from top to bottom, then looked up at the vet with sad eyes and shook his head. The vet patted the dog on the head and took it out of the room and returned a few minutes later with a cat. The cat jumped on the table and also delicately sniffed the bird from head to foot. The cat sat back on its haunches, shook its head, meowed, and softly strolled out of the room. The vet looked at the woman and said, I'm sorry, but as I said, this is most definitely 100% certifiably a dead duck. The vet turned to his computer's terminal, hit a few keys and produced a printout. I'm afraid I'm going to have to charge you our full fee, which includes the cost of a complete lab test and a CAT scan. I'm not done. I'm not done. The vet took the paper and handed it to the woman and said, the bill is $1,500. $1,500! Exclaimed the woman in disbelief. How much for the rest of the duck?
Well, that was like a compilation.
I'm sorry.
That was deep. That had levels, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm feeling very chill today.
Deep, bro. Like, you've read that like an absolute G as well.
I
didn't even recognise you there first.
No. The rest of them are going to be a struggle then, isn't it? I've given it my best. Oh, man.
All right, I'll follow with a longer one. Right. Two good old boys, Barbara and Junior, get promoted from privates to sergeants. Not long after, they're out for a walk and Bubba says, hey, Junior, There's the NCO club. Let's you and me stop in and have us a drink. But we're privates, protests Junior. No, we're sergeants now, says Bubba, pulling him inside. Now, Junior, I'm going to sit down and have me a drink. But we're privates, says Junior. You blind boy, says Bubba, pointing at his stripes. We sergeants now. So they order their drinks, and pretty soon a hooker comes up to Bubba. You're cute, she says, and I'd like to take you someplace and make you feel good. But I've had a bad case of gonorrhea. Bubba pulls his friend to the side and whispers, Junior, go look in the dictionary and see what gonorrhea means. If it's good, give me the OK sign. Junior goes to look it up, comes back and gives Bubba the big OK sign. 3 weeks later, Bubba is laid up in the infirmary with a terrible case of gonorrhea. Junior, he said, why'd you give me the OK for? Well, Bubba, in a dictionary, it says gonorrhea only affects the privates. Then he pointed to his stripes and says, but we sergeants now.
We sergeants. We sergeants. An usher at a movie theatre notices a customer laying across 3 seats at the back of the theatre. He tells the customer he can only take up 1 seat. The customer just moans and rolls his eyes. The usher goes to the supervisor, who also tells the customer he must only take 1 seat or he will call the police. Once again, the customer just moans and rolls his eyes. The supervisor calls the police, who come and tell the customer that he's been told by the usher and the manager to sit up and he can only take 1 seat. What's wrong with you? Asks the police. The customer just moans and rolls his eyes. The police officer asks the man, where'd you come from anyway? The man lifts his hand in the air and says, the balcony.
I didn't see that. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
When I read that, I was like, yeah, that's a cracker.
That is. Man, I haven't spoken to my wife in 18 months. Friend, why not? Man, I don't like to interrupt her. Happy wife, happy life. Cool.
Trust me. Right. There was an old man who lived by a forest. As he grew older and older, he started losing his hair, until one day on his deathbed, he was completely bald. That day, he called his children to a meeting. He said, look at my hair. It used to be so magnificent, but it's completely gone now. My hair can't be saved. But look outside at the forest. It's such a lovely forest with so many trees. But sooner or later, they're all going to be cut down and the forest will be as bald as my hair. What I want you to do, said the man, is every time a tree is cut down or dies, plant a new one in my memory. Tell your descendants to do the same. It shall be our family's duty to keep this forest strong. So they did. And each time the forest lost a tree, a child replanted one. And so did their children and their children after them. And for centuries, the forest remained lush and as pretty as it once was. All because of one man and his receding hairline.
Oh, another one I didn't know. I was left field.
I found some hooky ones.
Oh, yeah, that was a good
I had to read it twice, to be honest, for honesty, because I read it the first time, I was like, because it took me so much in one direction that I was like, not ready for the punchline. Thank you, though. Thank you.
Oh, those are the best ones. That was a good one. All right.
Also, the spelling of hairline is H-E-I-R line, like air, receding airline. Oh, I should have said it like that.
It's even better.
Sorry, add this in. And for centuries, the forest remained lush and as pretty as it once was, all because of one man and his receding airline.
Airline. After a tiring day, a commuter settled down in her seat and closed her eyes. As the train rolled out of the station, the guy sitting next to her pulled out his cell phone and started talking in a loud voice. Hi, sweetheart, it's Eric. I'm on the train. Yes, I know it's 6:30 and not 4:30, but I had a long meeting. No, honey, not with that blonde from the accounts office. It was with the boss. No, sweetheart, you're the only one in my life. Yes, I'm sure. Cross my heart. 15 minutes later, he was still talking very loudly. When the young woman sitting next to him had had enough, she leaned over and said into the phone, Eric, hang up the phone and come back to bed. Eric no longer uses cell phone in public loudly.
Listen, yeah? Smart, I like that. That's smart, right. Big pussy joke incoming.
Okay.
A woman with a big vagina is lying on her back at the gynecologist's. She says, Please do not make any jokes about the size of my pussy. I've heard them all before. After not getting any response, she repeats her request and says, hey, no jokes about the size of my vagina. Again, she heard nothing. So she shouts out, oh, excuse me, doc. I don't want any jokes about my large bits, please. After a short delay, a muffled voice came out from under the sheet saying, I'm just coming out. Can you repeat that, please? Please. Oh, can you repeat that? Ooh. Oh, man.
Oh, dude. All right. All right, we've got a real thing going on here. This one is called Lady with Big Breast.
Ooh, lady with big breast.
Singular for some reason. A man saw a lady. No, we're going to change it up. I'm going to change it up. That's what I'm going to do. Lady with small pert breasts.
Okay.
That's what it is.
All right.
A man saw a lady with small pert breasts. He asked, excuse me, can I bite your breasts for $1,000? She thought about it, agreed. So they go around to a secluded corner. She opens her blouse and the man puts his face in her breasts for 10 minutes. Eventually the lady asks, are you going to bite them then? He replies, nah, it's too expensive. Loophole!
Oh, man. That man is a lawyer. Get him a lawyer. Right. Okay. I think this is like a remix of an OG one, but it's so nice I had to bring it back.
Okay.
A 7-year-old and a 4-year-old are in their bedroom. You know what? I think it's time we started swearing, said the 7-year-old. When we go downstairs for breakfast, I'll swear first, then you. Sure, replied the 4-year-old. They make their way downstairs and their mum asks the 7-year-old what he wants for breakfast. I'll have Frosties, bitch.
You know the funniest thing in it is that you know that if any of us, me and you as kids drop that, we get absolutely whooped.
Bruv, I don't think this podcast
wouldn't be here.
We'd be 7 foot under, bruv. It would be remember that guy.
Oy.
I'll have Frosties, bitch. Whack! He flew out the chair, crying his eyes out. The mum looks at the 4-year-old and says sternly, what do you want? The 4-year-old takes a deep breath and replies, I don't know, but it won't be fucking Frosties.
Wait, I don't know I don't remember the original one of that one.
I just feels like it's just one of those ones. I just like it. It's like a nice old one.
Goodie. Right. A woman arrived at a party. While scanning the guests there, she spotted an attractive man standing alone. So she approached him, smiled and said politely, hello, my name's Carmen. That's a beautiful name, he replied. Is it a family name? No, she replied, as a matter of fact, I gave it to myself. It represents the things that I enjoy the most, cars and men. Therefore, I chose Carmen. After a pause, she asked the man, so what's your name? The man answers, my name is BJ Titzengolf.
It's so dumb. I love it. BJ Titzengolf. Shout out to BJ Titzengolf. Okay. A man goes into a bar with his dog. He goes up to the bar and asks for a drink. The bartender says, you can't bring that thing in here. No dogs allowed. The guy, without missing a beat, says, this is my seeing eye dog. Oh, man, says the bartender. I'm sorry, man. Look, here's the first drink. It's on me. The man takes the drink and goes to a table near the door. Another guy walks in the bar with a chihuahua. The first guy sees him and stops him and says, you can't bring that dog in here unless you tell him it's a seeing eye dog. Make sure you tell the barman that. The second man graciously thanks the first man and continues to the bar. He asks for a drink and the bartender says, no, you can't bring that dog in here. The second man goes, no, this is my seeing eye dog. The bartender says, I don't think so, mate. They don't have chihuahuas as seeing eye dogs. The man pauses for half a second and replies, what? They gave me a chihuahua? It's just stupid, bro. That's
great.
I don't know why it's great. I can
It would be the pause,
Yeah.
and then you'd have to absolutely sell it.
What? Oh, man.
Oh dear. All right. Bart Bowerman was seeing a girl who was head over heels in love with him. She decided to get Bart's initials. She decided to get Bart's initials tattooed on her arse cheeks to demonstrate this love, as you do. After getting a tattoo, she waited for Bart to get home to show him. Bart came in the door and she proudly bent over to display her glorious BB tattoo. Bart looked at her and said, "Who the fuck is Bob?" It's so dumb.
And those are our jokes.
Of the week.
Thank you, and I've got a promise for you, Sean. Next week there is the return of Little Johnny. He was on the sidelines, but I thought we'd been so out Johnny'd recently. I didn't want to bring too much Johnny to the table, but there's a good Johnny one. I'll save it for you for next week.
What was the it was Johnny. What was the female version?
Was it Jenny we had, or was it Lindsay?
I don't think it was either.
Can we make it Jenny from now on then?
Johnny and Jenny.
Johnny and Jenny, I think.
I don't even know if it is Jenny.
What's the official?
Yeah, there's an official one.
You know, we'll find out, bro. If you know, let us know. Email jokes at how to get an
There's not as many. We'll call them Jenny jokes for the moment. There's definitely not as many Jenny jokes as Johnny jokes.
Well, then it's our job.
We're gonna have to do some
seeking out and finding.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Most annoying things in the world.
Of the week.
You ready?
I'm ready, bro.
Potholes. Being tickled. People who whack you with their bags on the train and the bus. People who talk loudly and graze during movies in the cinema. Bad driving in general. Not indicating, not saying thank you. Fuming.
Not saying thank yous. Free, bruv. Quick flasher of thanks.
Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, I shouldn't. Sorry, I'm getting involved already. You're getting me angry.
People that park in the middle of two spaces. Standing on the right on escalators or standing in front of the escalators. Umbrellas that turn inside out if someone blows on them. Loud people on public transport. Man like Eric.
Hey, Eric.
People who watch vids and listen to music on their phones without earphones in public.
Thunder cunts.
Trying a password, resetting the password to what you thought it was, and then to be told that you can't use your previous password. That is a vicious circle that... Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? All right, we've got a couple more here. No, last one. When you open a food item and the clear plastic rips into small pieces. Vex.
Is that all of them? Because
That's all of them.
I'm clenching my fist.
That's
right
all
now.
of them. You can chill out now.
Sure.
Take
man.
a toke.
I believe you said standing on the right hand side of escalators. You mean standing on the left?
I mean standing on the left.
Yeah.
Let me do that one again. Wait, we can cut this one in. Standing on the left of escalators or standing directly in front of them.
Oh, yeah. But all of those, God, there's so many rage-inducing moments there.
Like, pick, if you can, pick the ones which grind your gears the most.
Can I have a quick look at them again? Can I have a quick look at them and think? Because there's a...
I'm gonna put it out there, right?
Yeah.
The inception of this list was me opening, I think it was a pack of bacon.
Yeah, it's always bacon.
Do you know what, it's bacon, and if you ever eat microwavable meals, it's like peel back halfway through cooking time and stir, and then you go to peel it back and there's like one little strip comes off and it doesn't open, and then you end up having to fucking cut it,
because if you try and touch it, the steam will destroy your hands.
Fuming. So
Yeah,
I'm
man.
gonna put it out there, that's what kicked off this list. And I will say that this is my list, because, like, for instance, a lot of people don't mind being tickled or are not ticklish.
For me, it still is. It's got to be not using headphones but having your phone on maximum volume, or using loudspeakers to talk as well. Like, honestly, like, all joking aside, that makes me want to it just enrages me. I don't want to hear your conversation. I don't want to hear your music. I don't want to hear your TV show.
Do you know what it is as well? It's like the audacity. that you're like, I'm sure that everybody else in this space doesn't mind listening to my nonsense on my phone, whether they be scrolling or just listening to some random.
But they always seem to be someone who like seems to like find a TikTok video or something and they just watch it again and again and again and again. It reminds me of actually at the hospital once, when I was in the hospital for a really short time. I'm fine now, and I was fine then, but they was going through loads of tests, and there was a guy opposite me in the bed opposite me, and there was no like curtain between us, and all I could hear was loud screaming coming from his phone, like he was watching a horror movie at the same part again and again. He was like chuckling to himself watching it. So I was angry, also very scared. I remember he looked up at me and was like, do you want some water? But I don't know why. And I was like, absolutely no, thank you, please, sir. And he went back to watching his thing.
What are you staring into it? Oh,
exactly. That, and also, Sean, nothing enrages me more. It's always when you're in a rush, when your password goes wrong. Go to reset your password. You get the link in your inbox. You go to your inbox, click the link, go in, put in the new password, and it says, sorry, your new password can't
match your previous
password.
One. And you're like, I put my previous one in low. Oh, it's enraging me as we speak.
That's why it's all about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for all of my passwords. Oh shit! What is the one that annoys you the most out of those, Sean?
It's a tough one. The food one definitely does, but I'm not gonna lie. Just road rage in general. I'm fairly chill when I'm in a car. Not chill. So when people don't follow the rules of the road, people who cannot drive, people who just roll into your lane without anyone who's like not following the rules is already annoying, but I can deal with it. People who almost crash into me or almost make me crash, I'm absolutely fuming.
Yeah, man.
Especially if you're doing like, I've had it where you're doing like 70, 80 on a motorway or whatever.
Yeah, 71. Yeah.
And someone will just do some madness, and you're like, "Yo, man, that was too close. That was too close." Yeah, that.
I think I told you off pod the other day, like someone undertook me.
Oh yeah,
in the hard shoulder. So I was in the slow lane. They undertook me in the hard shoulder, and then went to a stop in front of me.
Brake check you.
Yeah, which is when I'm in the slow lane. Yeah, mad.
In the
I was in the slow lane.
No, because
I was in the middle of the right.
You know, if someone is driving, if it's like 40 and someone's doing like 30 in the fast lane, I will go in front of you and accidentally slow down a bit.
You know what? That's one thing, but like to undertake me in a hard shoulder,
and then you're in the slow lane.
You're in the wrong, innit? Yeah, and then you're in the wrong.
Yeah, that is.
If you're audacious enough to undertake someone in the hard shoulder, you can't really complain that anyone else is driving if you do that, because that's like mad illegal, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, undertaking
is illegal.
In general, is illegal. But this is the thing, right? If someone is doing 30 in the fast lane and it's a 70 mile an hour, you're on a motorway.
Yeah,
you have to be able to undertake them. You have to. Yeah. Otherwise, that one person is affecting. From there all the way back, everybody's got to do 30 up until.
I've realised that's what rush hour is. You know, it's just one person that's gone slow at the start, and everyone else is slowed down. I thought about it.
Have you clocked this, right? Have you ever been in this scenario? There is a mad hold up, and you're there for time, and you're thinking, right, man, what is it? And then you get to the point of where the traffic starts, and there's fucking nothing there, and you're like, what?
I don't understand it.
I'm even more fuming. I want there to be like an overturned car with someone who's okay inside it.
Someone who's okay, or a massive drugs bust. You want to see like a flipping. You could build a house out of the amount of bricks that's come out the back of this lorry.
I want to be putting my windscreen wipers on, brushing the
coke and cash
off the windscreen.
All of a sudden, perked up. Oh god, the coffee was really good at service station. I don't know why that is, man. That's crazy, man. Maybe I should put on my air conditioning. It's great. Yeah, that's how you want to be. Yeah, you do it. You want that.
Open windows fully.
Yeah,
get the breeze in.
Yeah. You want to hear your car crunching over the bullet shells from the flipping armed shootout that's been going on.
I want there to be a reason why I got slowed down for that period of time.
Yeah.
The bigger the better at that point. As long as everyone's cool. I want everyone to be cool apart from the people who are getting shifted.
Exactly, 100%. But yeah, those are the most annoying things of the week. Sean, thank you. You've raised my cortisol levels, I think it is.
You're welcome.
There you go.
Well, if like everybody's obviously brother, can I ask you this? Are there any off the top of your noggin that you want to like add to this list that it's there. You're like,
It's like driving, but people that are walking and they stop and they're walking in the street.
oh, in Central is the worst.
No, like they don't even
Tourism,
look over their
because tourists
shoulder.
in Central.
Yeah. Just anyone, bruv. I've seen people do it, or like people that they walk
I just
slow,
want you to walk into the
change
back.
direction. If I'm not careful,
Yeah.
I
Difference being is if you walk into them,
run them over.
yeah, you run them over.
Maybe
I
it's a
just bounce
cheeky way
off
of getting
most.
contact off someone, just stopping, poking it out. Babes, what you doing, man? Look down the street. Oh, baby. Yeah. So that annoys me. Just people.
I get that.
Yeah, man. There was people roller skating. I was in North Greenwich. There's people, and I think it's quite a common thing. People roller skating, but they were like doing the backwards roller skating near people that are walking. I don't like that because you're like makes people nervous if you're like going vroom, vroom. So
Well, I've seen it before where people have been like skateboarding and then they've lost control and then the skateboard's just like, gone straight into someone's shin. You just see someone in a suit, they're like, oh.
Yeah. But I saw a guy trying to pull off a trick and he just like slipped and crumpled into the floor and was just like embarrassed lying there. I was like, yeah, man, thanks, man. This does work. So I picked up the sticks that I threw on the floor in front of him. Toddled on. But yeah, man. Most annoying things ever. Thank you, Sean. Please feel free to add yours in the comments.
Yeah, let us know. And if any of the ones that I've put there, if you feel as strong as I do about them, let us know.
There you go, man. Well, next week I've got something that I'll bring to the table for you, which is a cool way we can kill some time live on the show, Sean.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I've got something for you. We can do. So it won't be a countdown, but it'll be something that I think you like. All right, bro.
I'd play a countdown on the show. Just saying.
Anyway, time for the next part of the show, Shazam, which is how we've been killing time. Kill a bit. How have you been killing time, Sean?
Not been that. Not done anything exciting this week. I've revisited something that I thought I would just mention briefly because I think it's something that you would, if you haven't seen it.
Back on the hub.
Damn it. It must have been all of this toilet roll sitting in that gave it away.
all the single socks.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there was someone I used to know before, right? And he would, if let's say we're walking on road or in a supermarket, whatever, right? And he saw someone holding like a multi-pack of toilet roll, he would always go, "Oh, internet's back on." To be honest, 99% of people just like will give you they're like, I'll give you a chuckle. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually good. I like that. That could be a thing, innit? Inappropriate things to say at inappropriate times. Yeah. But sorry, you were saying you've got back into something. I've totally made it into masturbation.
Have you ever seen the series called Person of Interest? It's got the Donnie from Lost in it. I think his name was Ben in Lost. He's kind of strange with like kind of
and he
bottle top glasses.
He plays the genius that says he invented Facebook.
Yes.
And it's I think it's directed by the same guy that directed Dark Knight.
Is that right? I know you're a big Batman fan, innit?
Let me find out. I might be wrong, but Person of Interest is directed by somebody. I'm just IMDb-ing it, but sorry, Sean, as you were saying.
No. You do that. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if you have you watched some of it or haven't. Or...
Sorry, Christopher Nolan's brother, Jonathan Nolan, created it.
Oh, there you go.
Chris Nolan, yeah, there you go. Jonathan Nolan.
Did he direct it as well?
He created it. Let's see if he directed some of it as well. It's just says created, so I presume he would have written some of it. I think it's from 2012. You might see it there. I think it's 2011, yeah.
2011.
Good shout.
Honestly, if you like shows which I would say it's a bit like CSI in the sense of each episode is a different case, but there's also a ongoing storyline if you're going to watch it in its entirety. But
is it good to dip in and dip out of? Because it's one of them ones now.
So
it's been so while. I've not seen it. How many seasons are we looking at?
5 seasons.
Oh, tasty.
5 seasons.
How many episodes
bro?
a season? Are we talking 15, 20?
I think more like 20.
Whoa, come on, that's good when you. Whoa.
You know when you're like, yeah, this has got me for a good while.
Come on.
Yeah,
23 episodes per season. Come on, that's some. So you can just sit there and do that. Yeah,
I'm gonna put this out there, right? In the first season, that I've rewatched now because I watched all 5 seasons many years ago. Honestly, there were a few episodes in the first season where after the episode's finished, I'm like, wow, that was like a really, really good film.
Wow. Yeah.
Honestly, there was just a couple of episodes. Literally, I just had the same feeling afterwards and thought, I had that same thing. Like, I've just watched an amazing film. And I was like, rah.
Listen, Jonathan Nolan, don't mess around. He directed the first episode, by the way. There you go.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I remember watching it. And the thing is about this show, though, you do have to reimagine the world when the internet was slightly less juicy, right? Because some of the problems that they solve here could be solved a bit quicker nowadays, isn't it?
They can do. But actually, one thing that's actually quite interesting about it is that they have technology where they're like, whoa, look at this new technology, which is now technology that we're using every day.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice to see that, I suppose at that time it was a bit like, they're like, wow, this, futuristic technology that may come in, and you're like, yeah, this is certifiably used all the time now.
Yeah, like you've got an algorithm that uses some kind of artificial intelligence that, and now we're just like AI everything. Yeah. Oh man, Sean.
I honestly,
yeah.
Even though I've already seen it, like I'm gonna watch the whole thing.
What is it on?
It is on Amazon Prime. Free. Is it called
Freevee? It's got the one with ads in it.
Yeah, but do you know what, man? Like, fair play to them. The ads usually like 15 seconds at the beginning, and then throughout the whole thing, there might be one ad in the middle of an hour.
Yeah,
that's it. There are some things you watch. Like I've watched. I can't remember what platforms they're on, and like after like 3 minutes, there's a 3-minute advert, and I'm like, nah, I ain't doing this.
Yeah, man. I've reduced all my streaming services to the most basic version to see how it feels. And 30-second ads are too long for me, bro. Like, because what's weird is now, because basically all of the networks have got this massive like monopoly. Like everything is on a streaming service now. Now they've started bringing ads into it. Like, so when I go back and watch normal TV on Sky, though, I can still fast forward through ads if I record something.
That used to be I used to love having Sky Plus.
Yeah, man. But now it's just it's not doable at all. So it spoils the flow, man.
I'll put this out there. Like before, when I had Sky Plus, what I used to do was I would record, like I would just set to record all of the sports from that week, anything that was on.
Yeah.
And then whenever I sat down, I would never watch some nonsense because I've got so much I had such a big backlog of stuff that I really wanted to watch.
Yeah.
So like it was like I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch UFC, and I've got Formula One to watch, and I've recorded the series, and then you get like that, and just the blessing of being able just to skip through, whether it be adverts or if you watch UFC, you can skip through some of the 20 minutes of talking between fights or whatever it might be.
Bro, even if it's live stuff, I would pause it, go toilet, make a cup of tea, come back, and I've got a little banked a few minutes. So two things I can talk about quickly about watching. I've delved into a show on Netflix that's been around for a while called Superstore. It's created by Justin Spitzer, one of the guys who's behind The Office. So it's just like some nice comedy set in a superstore. So think of The Office in a superstore. It's fun, cool, whatever, chilled watch, like very nice. Got the girl from Ugly Betty in it. And some other known faces. And also I've seen on IMDb the adverts are really hitting hard, Sean, on the 4th of September 2024, bro.
Horses.
That's in 2 days' time.
I'm
record this.
so
Slow
gassed,
Horses
bro.
is back.
Anyone who's listened to this pod before, we've probably mentioned Slow Horses a number of times, almost as many times as Jack Reacher.
Almost. It's a fight between the Reacher of Jack
tussle.
And the horses of Slow. But Gary Oldman, man.
He came out and said he's like, I want to do it. I want to do this long term about Slow Horses.
Fuck. You know, him saying that could get that over the line.
I fucking hope so, man. It is.
Is it Apple? I forget where Slow Horses is. Slow Horses Apple TV.
I think it's Apple TV.
Oh my God, Apple TV's got money, bro, and they've not got Matt.
Like, it is honestly, if you're into any kind of crime stuff, actually, if you're just into watching anything on a screen, I would
try.
I would say,
if you have watched moving images on the screen and enjoyed them before,
even
try
if
these
you've just tried,
images.
even if the most that you've tried is one of those books that you flick,
and
then like you see the person move. If that's like the entirety of your exposure, go. Honestly, I think you'll.
100%.
I ran out of superlatives.
I don't know one. I'm not even smart enough to use that word in the sentence, but I've run out of people to tell about it, and I can honestly say everyone I've told about it likes it.
Oh, you see,
everyone.
The difference being is that most people that I tell about series that don't watch them when I tell them. So I'm like, that series I told you about 4 years ago, the one that you. I'm like, This person told you about the series like 3 days ago. You've already watched half of it.
Yeah, man. No. Everyone I've told about it watched it, man.
I will put this out there. You've got some good recommendations though.
Really?
Yeah, because you recommended Slow Horses to me, and you can live off that for like the rest of your life.
So I've got a chance to recommend some real caca to you. All right, don't worry, Sean. I got you, bro.
Thanks, bro.
I'm gonna waste some of your life. So one thing is, one friend to another, I can promise you, Sean, is I'm definitely gonna waste some of your life. You're gonna watch a show that's so bad, you might just delete me off your phone and be like, I don't want to talk to Marcus for a little while. I'll do it.
Fair play.
All right, Sean. That was how we've been killing it. We've not done it for a while. Time for some news
Of the week.
Squeeze this one in there before we get out of this,
It's
Sean.
been a few weeks, isn't it?
So, Sean, at the moment we're recording, we have the Paralympic Games that's going on, and I must say their opening ceremony, I'm going to go back and rewatch because it looked fucking great. It looked really good. It was more of the Olympians going into the stadium celebrate. I like it when they're all going, hey! I like that kind of vibe. The boat thing was a nice concept that they did, but I kind of like when you got Olympians walking on the ground, walking into the ground and kind of like getting involved in the energy. Cool. Paralympics, enjoying watching it again. I'm watching more of the like kooky sports, skill-based sports is more interesting for me. Table tennis is fascinating to watch because they have because of the wheelchair table tennis, because they can't reach further into the table, they hit these sick trick shots where the ball comes back onto their sides. Yeah, that's like how a lot of them have been getting points. That's amazing. But Sean, we've spoken about this a little bit before. The world champion Olympic swimming star, I'll give you his name in a second, has signed up to an enhanced games where using performance enhancing drugs is legal.
I heard about this.
Yep.
It's like take as many like PEDs and whatnot as you can. Let's see who takes drugs the best.
Yes. So 100% right.
Level the playing field.
The person, let's push the boundaries. The first athletes who set new world records for 100-meter sprint and the 50-meter freestyle swimming will be awarded $1 million, about £780,000.
Wait. In this new. Okay, I was about to say. I was like, Olympians don't get anywhere near that, so I'm guessing Paralympians are not.
They get 30 grand. I would hope that Paralympians still get 30 grand.
The Olympics makes billions of dollars, and you win a gold medal, you get like 30 G's.
30 G's, and you get and you have to self-fund your training as well.
Yeah, and he's not been training for 4 years plus.
Mad. That's why I almost have, and I mean no disrespect to like track stars and divers, but in like a 100-meter sprint, the person that's first, they're set, or like or even our heptathletes or decathletes or triathletes, whatever, they're set. They get deals, but I can't see someone who gets gold in archery getting a deal that like of the same. So I almost have more respect for 4 years. You're doing archery and you might get like, I don't know, bruv. I don't know who the best archer in England is. I don't know what the top 10 best archers are. I wouldn't know.
But this is the thing, innit? It's like if you don't get any sponsorship, you don't make any Ps, and it's so difficult. Like I think, not that I don't know, people underestimate it, but it is so difficult to be the best at what you do in the world
without it being your full-time job. Yeah, it's mad.
Yeah,
that's why I do have respect for like bodybuilders and stuff like that as well, where the money is, if you're not first, you are not seen. Like everyone knows Arnie because he was number one, or they know Ronnie Coleman number ones for that, but they don't really know 2s and 3s. So but anyway, so this so-called enhanced movement is being powered by billionaire Aaron D'Souza, who wants to rival the Olympic Games and safely evolve mankind into a new superhumanity. They say that since 44% of athletes already use performance enhancements, it's now time to safely celebrate science. Because there is the people that say everyone does it, they just have to stay ahead.
Might as well just be open, and then people get them from... It's the same argument that you can make about cannabis or whatever, in a sense of like... If it's all out in the open, it's regulated, people are taking the right amounts, you're not going to, turn into Chris Benoit. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
that's the thing. I mean, part of that is wrestling in itself is dangerous, though, isn't it? Because I think if Chris Benoit was just on the juice and maybe not doing all of the wrestling on tour and putting himself under that, because wrestlers are under physical duress. Like, it feels like 12 months a year.
You just don't know... You know, like I don't know the ways and means in which they do it because they are having to dodge this and dodge that. And if it was just all out in the open, everyone's got like a set course. I'm going to guess. I don't know exactly how these things work. I've got a vague idea of, you know, you go onto a course for X amount of weeks and then you come off and you do this to come off, and then you go back onto whatever it might be. If it's all regulated and everyone's, you know, everyone's doing it safely, then like, but what I don't want to do is, you don't want the taking of performance enhancing drugs. You don't want to be like, I'm the best at taking it before. You want to be like still the best at your thing, but everybody's got the same advantage in it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I still think you need to have the genetics and build on those, and the way that they've gone around.
Yeah, if everyone's juicing, then
it's fair game.
It's fair game. I mean, if everyone wasn't juicing, it's also fair game, isn't it? But
yeah, I mean, if you won and didn't juice, if you imagine you took the test, it's sorry, you don't get your medal because you haven't juiced enough.
Yeah.
How they're legitimizing it, that's the correct word, is by confirming pro athletes. So they've got the Australian swimmer and 3-time Olympic medalist James Magnuson, 33-year-old who was in the 2011 and 2013 100-meter freestyles and won. He retired in 2019, so he's going to make a return to the sport, but officially going to be juiced to the gills.
When are these going to be like? Is it going to be like a games, as in like?
So,
what's
what it seems like from this article, right, is they need to get more athletes on board.
Okay,
then we'll get a date, because
I think this will snowball quite quickly. I think there'll be quite a few who are maybe a little bit hesitant at first to be the first ones to jump on, and then everyone else will be like, yeah, but everyone, and then just a mass shift.
Here's how you do it, right? For me, you got to pick exciting sports: running, weightlifting. Swimming could be quite cool to see as well, but swimming is hard to understand how good the swimmers are. It will just look like a normal swimming race. Like,
not if you see someone who's like 20 lengths in front of someone else, isn't it? And there's like smoke coming out the water, and like
the water's evaporating.
Man's running by the end, isn't it?
But like weightlifting though, like, you know, like someone like, you know, someone lifting 2,000 pounds or something ridiculous like that. That would be mad to see.
Yeah,
amazing to see. Like, I think weightlifting, running, like someone like, because people forget, like, the thing that we like about the Olympics is the freaks of nature, bruv. Is we like the people that are freakishly skilled, talented, like, you know, and just can perform at the best level in the world. That's what we want, yeah. So
it's like, for me, that is sports in general. Hence why I like to watch the pinnacle of whatever sport it is I'm watching. Yeah, man. Yeah, for me as well. Like, so whilst I have a casual interest in football, like when it's the World Cup, you're watching most of the time. You're watching world-class football, and it's an amazing thing to see. So currently, the London-based Australian businessman says that they're in discussions with world-class athletes who performed in Paris already. Right. They probably need more than 2 athletes to create this thing, innit? Yeah, because if you have a swimmer versus a boxer, it's not going to be a good 1-to-1, innit? What they do, box around and then go swimming. I mean, could be fun. Yeah, but what if you could pick one sport to watch people juice to the gills? What do you think it would be? Oh, you know what? You've touched upon them already. It would be like 100 meters. Weightlifting would be something. I think things that are explosive as well. So even things like long jump. That's a tough one. Maybe a throwing. Well, like javelin would be good. Javelin or even discus or anything like that. Yeah, that would be pretty sick. And I've got to be honest. American commentary, please. We need wrestling commentary on this. 100%. Are you kidding me? We need some of that when we haven't got any time for. And here we see he steps up to the plate to throw. We don't need that. I want to see someone lob a javelin out of the stadium, and then I want some American. We need the commentary needs to be on steroids. We need to be like, oh my god, he has thrown the javelin the equivalent of 15 swimming pools. Like, you know when they just say random stuff. That was the best thing about WWE. Like, do you know what I mean? Can we? I think that we should actually bring JR and Jerry the King Lawler 100%. For this. Give them whatever steads they need to perform. Either them or Andy Gray and Martin Tyler. Yeah. You can literally feel the weights hitting the floor across the whole stadium. The ground is shaking. Yeah, please. I need it, bruv. And also, on that note, entrance music as well. I mean, if we're going to do it, let's go for it, bruv. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or you get with the entrance music and entrance videos, and just be like, there'll be like veins popping and
Yeah, pills.
sinews and shit.
Oh, I was trying to find some wrestling music, bro, because I would absolutely.
sick.
Oh man, oh, I'd love it. What if they had like mic stuff as well, where they chat shit about each other, like as well? You know, like we had the mic
Oh, a
work
bit of
segments.
trash talk.
Oh my god.
Oh, that would be
And finishing
that-
moves. Oh, I got too far. Sorry, got
Yeah,
too
maybe.
Pyrotechnics.
So,
Pyrotechnics.
oh yeah, a bit of trash talk. Everyone loves a bit of trash talk.
Yeah, man. It's like gladiators. That gladiators kind of energy.
Yeah.
man. All right, man. Anyway, Sean, we got to bounce now, man. It has been
That time already?
I know that time already,
Jeez.
man. Thank you very much. Yeah, who would you like to juice in the Olympics? That sounds weird.
I was about-
All right, man. Thanks for all of the love. Don't forget, send your jokes into jokes@howtokillanhour.com, or you can send us them on the DMs on socials. And hello to those that have been joining our little Facebook group. Set up a little private Facebook group where everyone's been sharing jokes and stuff. You lot been flocking to it, so please continue to find it and enter it and do that. And Sean and I will be back in your ear holes soon. Got some wonderful jokes coming up. Peace.
Peace.